Let's take a quick look at this EMTSF X. After power on, an interface setting will appear. Up here, available in automatic and manual modes. On the pattern selection side, if the client has clinical experience and experience using this machine, he can learn manual mode. If you have no experience, they have no concept of the treatment, automatic mode can be selected. After entering the interface, take a look at the two above first, A and B and C and D. These two correspond to these channels of the machine. Generally, one yellow and one black are one channel. The wet like this. There are 4 channels in total. Look at it this way. There are 4 channels. 4 channels on the interface are 2 channels for one control. So this machine is 4-way and dual control. For example, the AB channel is used for these 2 channels. These 2 channels are used for AB control. These 2 channels are used for CD control. About the matching on the handle, here's a list. You can match it like this to use all accessories. Accessories are currently standard, generally a large circle and a double circle. Optional lower and upper pass. And we also have ping-pong rackets and some other circle accessories to choose from. This customer can learn about it later. And back to business. When we use the interface, you can click on the human figure. Then there are 10 parts for customers to refer to. As a therapeutic business, we choose the first one to treat the wrist. So this is the rendering of the parameters of the treatment. There will be a recommended energy frequency on it, time and cost of treatment. In automatic mode, the following 3 frequencies are FE to F-Sun. This part is not adjustable. Clients can ignore this part. The interface we are currently in is the interface of that, and is fully automated. Frequency is not adjustable. Then when you click MT, we don't need to choose parts anymore. MT has only one. That's what we present here. Therapies and frequencies F1 to F3. The difference between AD and MT is that one is fully automatic. There are various frequencies. We treat customers by factory preset. MT is the superconducting mode. Its frequency we can see here. In MT, these 3 frequencies can be watched, but it's also not adjustable. so I can only watch. We can either switch these 3 frequencies to operate.
这边呈现有2K、4K 和3K 3种频码。
When we use it, you can go through this arrow, skip this button,
进行跳过
or switch its frequency for treatment. This is the operation of the empty superconducting mode. The top part and the humanoid diagram, not available on empty. The customer understands this interface operation, then according to the handle used,
这边根据插的手柄
corresponding opening channel. For example, the customer plugs the handle in channels A and B.
插的手柄，那
Then he can only open channels A and B. The CD channel cannot be opened at this time. If you open the CD channel, but the CD channel is not plugged in, it will report an error.
一般就是报我们的111或者说10这样子。
Therefore, customers need to understand when plugging in the corresponding handle, the corresponding channel is about to open.
然后
The total clinical time can be preset
临
here.
床的总时间，
Here's stop, pause, and start.
暂停和启动。
It's about regulating energy.
这方面呢，我们
We click this plus or minus to adjust.
就进行调节。
Adjustable range is 0 to 100%. We do not use it. Can be paused or reset or stopped.
这个品种。
Let's look at the manual interface again.
手动。
The manual interface will have more information on relative adjustment. It's the default parameters. It can choose custom matching parameters for treatment.
去搭配我们的参数进行调节治疗。
Briefly see here, the 4 boxes on the left. It's a banner.
个条幅。
This banner affects the level of energy.
我们的一个能量中的一个深浅。
The first is intermittent, second trapezoid, the third one is the sine, the fourth is the ladder. If we look at the 5 on the right, they are in FM. Frequency refers to the speed of operation.
我们的一个工作的速度。
It's also intermittent, alternate, trapezoidal, sine, and random. These are energy adjustments. Here is the time setting and start button. Pause and stop. When we select the frequency, selected banner, then match it with any frequency, and then we can fine-tune it. For example, in this box are the parameters of FM. Time of ascent, working hours and descent times, and how long you stay. This part is the same as this part. They all serve the same purpose. When there are double horizontal bars on it, this representation is not adjustable. This one with numbers is adjustable. We can click and select, then perform the addition and subtraction adjustment of the following line of numbers. For example, add 10 or subtract 10 to set it like this. It includes both the highest and lowest energy settings. It is also adjusted by adding and subtracting numbers on this line here. Frequency is also the same. It has the highest and lowest operating frequencies. All parameters can be set. this continuous working time of the frequency here.
这一个持续工作时间
And this dwell time is adjustable.
这个停留时间可调。
When you need to adjust these two parameters, it can also be adjusted through here.
好，客户
After the customer understands the parameter settings here, we just want to start parameters.
参数的存储。
For example, we preset a suitable parameter for the customer. We want to start it in M1. Then before we set the
在预设
parameters,
参数之前，选
select the part of M1, then set the parameters,
设置扬
then store it.
存储。
After hearing the two sound reminders here,
两声的声音提醒之后呢，就
it means that it has been stored successfully. We can proceed to the second parameter storage. We can store up to 10 parameters.
然后
For each
每组参数
parameter, it will follow the
它会
parameters
按
we
照
have stored.
我们的它会按照我们存储好的参数进行
Switch to work.
切换式的去工作，
Cycle from M1 to M10 to work in sequence
这样子去工作
until the end of clinical time.
先结束，这
That's
才
the
是
end of the cycle.
完整的结束一个周期。那么
If the
如果
customer
客户
is using
在
M1,
使用 N1 但是
but he doesn't want to use the parameters of M2, we can skip or switch by clicking this arrow.
下呢，点击这个箭头进行跳过，或者说切换。这就是我们手动上的已经设置了
About the preset of the parameters here,
参数的预设，我们
we have some parameter suggestions for physiotherapy. Preset treatment to the client.
预设治疗。
Let's look again at the front of the instrument. There is a dust cover here. This is the standard one customized by our customer. This dust cover is not included inside. When using it, we open the dust cover here.
所有反正
All dust covers must be opened.